Ever heard someone say, the S&P 500 is down today, and you just nodded like you totally knew what that meant? Yeah, same. But today, we're breaking it down in plain English, with bad jokes, bad analogies, and maybe even chicken nuggets. Welcome to the world of the S&P 500. Origins and history. Let's take it back, way back. The year is 1923. Flappers were dancing, jazz was blasting, and some smart folks over at Standard & Poor's, yes, that's a real name, decided to start tracking stocks. Fast forward to 1957, and boom. The S&P 500 was born, a fancy list of the 500 biggest, baddest companies in the US economy. Think of it like the Fortune 500, but with fewer interviews and more math. If it were high school, these companies would be the football team captains, the valedictorians, and the kids who started crypto in 10th grade. Why it exists? The S&P 500 exists for one big reason: to be a quick snapshot of how the US economy is doing, at least, the corporate part. It's like a financial mood ring. If the S&P is up, everyone's dancing. If it's down, people are panic refreshing their portfolios like it's Twitter during a celebrity breakup. And just to be clear, this is not financial advice. We're not telling you to do anything. What if it didn't exist? Now imagine there was no S&P 500. Trying to understand the stock market would be like trying to read 5,000 Yelp reviews at once, while blindfolded. During a hurricane, you'd basically be like, I think things are going great. Or maybe the economy's on fire. Global reactions: when the S&P 500 sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. It's like Beyoncé at the Grammys: if she moves, the camera follows. How the pros use it: traders, hedge funds, and money nerds use the S&P 500 as a reference point. They're not necessarily investing in it, they're trading things that track it, copy it, or pretend to be it. Kinda like karaoke for stocks. And no, that doesn't mean they're all getting rich. Sometimes they lose money super efficiently. Fun facts about the S&P 500: it's not actually 500 companies yet. Due to share classes, it sometimes has 503 or 505 stocks. It's like ordering a 6-pack of donuts and getting a bonus one. You don't question it. You just accept the blessing. Apple once made up over 7% of the index. That's one company doing the heavy lifting, like that one guy in a group project who does everything while the others just nod. Companies get kicked out regularly each year, the S&P gets a glow up. Around 20 to 25 companies are removed and replaced. It's like the stock market version of The Bachelor. Sorry, Sears, you didn't get a rose. 10 companies control about a third of it: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. These giants basically drive the whole ship. The rest of the companies are just happy to be there, waving from the back. It's ranked by size, not stock price. Unlike the Dow Jones, which weirdly ranks by price per share, the S&P uses market cap. That's just stock price times number of shares. A $1,000 share in a tiny company doesn't mean more than a $100 share in a trillion-dollar monster. Most of its revenue is global. Even though it's called the US stock market, most of these companies make money all over the world. McDonald's is flipping burgers in Tokyo. Microsoft is selling Word in Brazil. America's companies, they're international party animals. You can't invest in it directly. The S&P 500 isn't a thing you can buy. It's just a number. You can invest in stuff that follows it, like ETFs, but that's a different conversation. And again, not advice. Don't sue us. We're just here for the jokes. It beats most professionals yet. Most pros who try to beat the S&P 500, they lose. The index just chills, minding its business, and quietly flexes like, I'm still up 10% this year. So now you know, the S&P 500 isn't just a random number on your news app. It's the VIP list of America's business world. Big, bold, sometimes dramatic. Always watched. If you learned something today, or laughed once, give that like button a hug, tap subscribe, and drop your weirdest stock market metaphor in the comments. And remember, this is not advice. This is just a good time. Finance can be fun when it doesn't put you to sleep.